Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another Chart Nerd TA video. Today we're going to be doing some technical analysis and a little bit of brief research into a project called FLR. And what FLR is, we'll get into that first. Okay, I know you can see this massive capitulative candle here, but I will explain that in a second. But what FLR is, okay, or FLR, which is Spark, it's the token for the FLR network. So FLR is a distributed network with some unique properties. It can be used to create two-way bridges between networks such as Ethereum and the XRP ledger. This means that it allows the XRP token to be used with smart contracts. Spark token is the native token of FLR. A portion of the supply is airdropped to XRP holders, including those on Binance. All you have to do is hold your XRP on Binance and you can get your share of the airdrop tokens. So again, what it basically is, it creates interoperability. It's cross-chain interoperability between Ethereum and XRP, for example. You know, a little bit more about it here. FLR network is a distributed network that integrates the EVM, the Ethereum virtual machine. It basically converts smart contracts into instructions that computers can read, and it enables the network to run turning complete smart contracts. It means that it can run virtually any computational task as long as there is enough memory to run it. So it links the chains together. Okay, it's the bridge between the two chains, and it's the intermediary between them, so to speak. Now, why this massive price has occurred, again, this is had from not too long ago, okay, in the space of a couple of days, actually fell down 94%. Well, it's because they had an airdrop, and they dropped all their tokens, as we was reading a minute ago. They dropped the airdrop to XRP holders, including those on Binance. I think this was from back in 2020, and you just had to hold your XRP on Binance, and you was to, you know, be a part of the airdrop. So a lot of people are receiving their coins, their tokens, and they're selling them off, okay, because it's free money. So again, all these exchanges are listing it, and you're able to sell. So there's been a massive capitulation. So that's a little introduction into what this project is. It's just very, very brief. And I think it will have a great future ahead of it, a very great future. It's got a very, very strong ecosystem, and what it does is amazing in regards to the cross-chain compatibility between many blockchains. It's great. But again, I wanted to look at the more zoomed in perspective from this crash and have a look at what's going on here and see if there's any sort of opportunities here to get involved. Now, again, it's nothing in this video is financial advice. It's all for educational and entertainment purposes only. So yeah, if you are looking for financial advice, please don't go and contact a financial advisor, because it's not me, I'm not your boy. But guys, again, we could look at this and try and see if there's any sort of trades that we could work off. Again, I'm not really specifically into looking into these small time frames, but the charts are the charts. They work in whatever sort of time frame it is, and there's ways to look at it and actually make some money off of it. So again, what we're looking for here, I'm going to show you from this capitulation what I think's occurred at the moment, and if there's any opportunity right now in the near short term to get some sort of relief from this nasty wick down here that, you know, you went from, I think it was up at around 54 cents and you came down to 0.026139. Again, the airdrop, of course, but has it completed? Again, I don't know. I think this is a very risky move at this point. I think because the airdrop is so fresh, we do need to wait, as holders may still be waiting to receive their tokens from other exchanges. Again, I'm just looking for some near short-term risky moves here. But again, I'm dragging myself on here. So from this crash, okay, this is the 10 EMA, this blue line coming here, this moving average, and then you've got this 20 EMA. Now you can see that from where you started to lose support, you ran into these EMAs, you put in a new low, and then you started to coil up in a bearish reversal pattern, continuation pattern, which is called a rising wedge. And you coiled up in that rising wedge. Once you lost support and equally got rejected again by the EMAs, you started to put in a new low. Okay, you retraced to this low, and you can see at this point, when you retraced to that low after losing the wedge, you then ran back into the EMAs, met them as a resistance, lost support, and had this huge crash. Now, is this potentially the crash where it's over? This is the low and it holds here, and right now you're looking to sort of break out. Well, again, potentially, but at the same time, there's potentially holders that are still waiting to have their tokens airdrop to them, and we do need to be cautious with that moving forward. But again, the main thing I wanted to point out is this was a bearish continuation pattern. This, to me, looks like a bullish reversal pattern. So what you've done is you've come and formed this low, and then you've started to come into this sort of falling wedge right here, which you've broken this resistance. So this was the resistance of the falling wedge. Bear in mind, we're only looking at the 1 hour here, guys. So this was resistance of the falling wedge, and you can see you've broken out of that falling wedge. What we need to see here now, to see if we can get some short-term opportunity of relief here, is for FLR to come up and tackle this 10 EMA. Because if you do start to come back for support and break above the 10, I do think you're impulsively looking to retrace back up to this wick here of resistance. So this is where, again, you came down to this low, you came up, met resistance, and then you started to fall in this descending channel of the falling wedge. You've started to break out. If you can come back for support and hold support, then I do think potentially you're going to retrace to this level of resistance that you've created for yourself here, and it will give a chance for these EMAs to come down, start curling, and potentially you could be looking to run into this 20 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. As I said, retracing back to this local resistance point. Now, if that does occur, this is the trade that I'm potentially looking for now. What we need to see for confirmation, as I said, is a pullback for support here, back on this resistance line somewhere, and looking for the continuation and the breakout of this 10 EMA. Because if you do start to come up above the 10 EMA, hold that as support, then I do think you're looking to go long, potentially up to this 20 as it starts to come down, and equally this level of resistance. And you can see if they do start to come down, you are likely to run into them and meet a crossing point if that was to occur. Now, in the short term, if it did have this bullish momentum and get above this 10, you'd be looking at a potential retracement from current price of around a 37% long opportunity on the 1 hour time frames. You can also see, obviously I know you've had the airdrop, so we do have to bear that in mind, but from when you put in the low here, from when you put in this low, this wick, you can see that the RSI was in the floor and is still in the floor on the 1 hour. You are at a very low extended oversold areas, so potentially we could start to see, this is where you potentially could start to see some relief over time, where FLR potentially comes back up to this area and these EMAs start to curl potentially, and you start to drag them up. But again, that's only if this is the end of the sell-off from the token airdrop. So we do need to be very, very cautious. But the main thing I wanted to point out, guys, it's an amazing project. This was a bearish continuation pattern, ran into the EMAs, crashed. This is a bullish reversal pattern, looking to break out. If you close above the 10 EMA, you're looking for a run back up to this level of resistance and up to this 20 on the 1 hour time frame. And as I said, that's around a 37% long opportunity there. So yeah, guys, again, I just wanted to give you a quick update. Nothing too long today, brief, very short, but just wanted to see if we can find some opportunity here in these harsh times. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe. From Chart Nerd TA, take care, peace out.